colors abound, and we welcome you inside Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. And this, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. The Bills at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. They're hitting their stride of late, winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd and 9, Allen, it's complete to Diggs. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
First down for Stefon Diggs there. We've really seen him become a true superstar in the last couple of seasons. He's made his first 2 Pro Bowls after 2020, 2021. With a career-high 10 touchdowns to cap off the 2021 season. And only Cooper Kupp and Davante Adams have more catches than him since 2020.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They'll start the drive with Harris to about the 48-yard line. This defense for the Bills, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And some room to roam now. And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 17-yard line. 36 yards on the play. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll get this quickly out to Claypool. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground to about the 33-yard line. Well, the Steelers and Bills, they played in the season opener last year, if you recall, and it was the Steelers who pulled off a bit of a stunner. They rallied late, beat the Bills in Buffalo 23-16. Buffalo a little bit of a rocky start to the season, but they would quickly right the ship. On 2nd down, Cook. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham. You have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Allen now on the sneak. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Josh Allen, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bills use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Gunnar Olszewski bringing it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll toss to Harris. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On third down, here's Harris. And he's got room. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now here's another carry for Harris. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out. As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. Completion here to Claypool. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So they take a big, big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, well, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll give to Cook on the read option. And some space here. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Allen taking it himself, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Josh Allen with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Olszewski now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Pickett setting up the screen. Harris. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. Right where this set them down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. It's Najee Harris now on back-to-back plays with a catch. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Pickett right back to the air again. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Claypool with another catch. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw, Pickett. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Bills are going to get it back here just past the 35.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
They'll start by running the option to the right, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. On 2nd and 15 now. Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. And back deep, Gunnar Olszewski. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Pickett's throw there, hauled in by Claypool. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Pickett will look to throw it here. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Pickett to throw on 1st down. Able to hit his target, Claypool. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Pickett. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 25-yard line. First and 10, here's Pickett. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. So his struggles just continuing here in the 1st half throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Josh Allen, as the 1st half is winding down. And the Bills would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. He's got a man, complete. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Pickett now on 1st down. And this is taken in at the 5. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson. 37 yards. And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Boswell good with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now this time, Allen will throw. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Going deep for Diggs. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. Now Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Third down, here's a run by Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bills have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Pickett. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jair Elam makes a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
Back to the ground, this time Cook.
43 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Bills will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
I
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Pickett.
He's going to take another shot here. He's got him in. Complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers get a bit closer. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie, because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series that helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
They start the drive with Cook. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
That's quickly out wide to Davis.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Allen now looks to throw.
Right back to Davis. It's complete.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Operating from the red zone now, Allen.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Allen. is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Gabriel Davis.
30 yards.
And the Bills are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett.
Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
On 2nd and 10, Pickett. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And a good rally to the football there as it looks as if they're going to stop him a couple yards shy of the marker.
Able to find his man, it's Pickens. And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Working out of the gun, it's Pickett.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
And some room to work. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Pickett back to throw.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
And now here's another interception.
Pick made by Terrell Bernard.
And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 135 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Tyler Bass now for the point after.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Throwing on 2nd and 3.
Pickett
looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw complete there to Johnson.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Looking to throw, Pickett.
Taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On second down, this is Harris. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
Back to throw, Pickett.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all this, his resiliency, because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And the Steelers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.